Yeah.
Yeah, so like in terms of yesterday on my trade, what I was looking at,
This week or
no, just yesterday, because the previous week I made already the video on what I was saying, where market is going to buy and where market is going to sell, all those kind of stuff. So I made it since the previous week. But yesterday, because remember yesterday I did trades more, what do you call, more USA 30. I took one trade on gold and one trade on GBP USD, because I did not focus more on Nasdaq. Why? Because Nasdaq, it's play before me. I think I explained to you when it gets near my point of interest, because the point of interest was on M15. I was expecting market to come and touch this zone here inside, so that I can sell. My entry was here. This is what I was looking at. But it did come to the body, touch the body, then sold. But I did not take it. Then when it come again up, touch this area, I did not also take it again. Why? Because I was already monitor USA 30. So what I did on USA 30 was, I think on M15. I did not check H1. Yeah, I was on M15, and this is why I could able to see, like, you see. Let me show you. What is that chat lab of mine? Let me see. Get. So if you check, do you see here? So I end up refining on M1. Why I refine this one on M1? I'm gonna show you why I refined that one from there. Then Nasdaq also, it was the same topic, and no, this was gold before yesterday, and this was also part of the entry, because the other one I did not even post it here, and this one also was the second entry, because remember this one was the Frankfurt I took, and the second one I come and take this one. So what I did yesterday was, okay, after I saw this one, I did not focus on the body. Let's say I focus on the body. Remember, we use these things of the engulfing. So this was my zone. This area was my zone. Let me do something like this. Let me just remove all the drawing. So what I did there, I said, you know what, this is gonna be my zone. Then let me focus on this area to be my level that I'm going to take the entry. Then the only thing that I saw, I checked this one. I say, okay, there is an Asian range, and I was also looking at this area here and say, if market can come down, I would like to see what market is gonna do something like this from here.
Yeah.
So then what I did was, after I saw market get here straight from this area, I was already on M1. As per the other chart, I was already on M1. Then I said, you know what, let me see what is going to happen. Then I see something like this. This is why you could see all my zone was on top. Then I end up even reduce it up until the top like this. Then I say, you know what, this is gonna be the area where I'm gonna take the entry. And what I saw was, okay, this one was liquidity, let's say break of structure, market break of structure, and this block, I end up considering it as liquidity, this block, because it was too clean for me. You see all those kind of stuff. This is why I did not look for market to sell from there. But I know market could hold from this area, but I did not want to sell from there. So what I end up realizing again was, okay, there was this area. You see this candlestick here, this week from this area. So when I saw this candlestick, this one was like a liquidity for them to come and sell from me. This is why I jump. If you check my first entry, my first entry was like a jump. Then I say, you know what, yeah, this zone here is gonna be the zone where market is going to do it, is going to hold. Why? Because I saw there was already liquidity. Market created this liquidity to make that zone valid so that they can come in and sell from it. Then I sold somewhere here for them to come and, so my whole target was for them to target this area. This was the target that I was targeting yesterday, that we need to target this zone. So when it came down, I remember you took also an entry somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. You took an entry somewhere here when it came down. So when it get again this area, what made me again sell from here was this one. Because remember, I had already my pending order from all this area. So the first entry.
Yeah, you even took.
Yeah, so I took almost 4 position. So I took, I think, from here, when it touched here, then when it touched again to the top there, I took another entry. So I come with it again all the way to the downside. When it gets here, it start buying, then I end up saying, you know what, let me go out. Then I go out because I start doing this other funny stuff. Then the mistake I end up realizing what I made was, okay, I'm trading like this. I know I catch this movement. If we calculate all the pips, this was like 90 pips, and this was like 86 pips already. It's enough, no worry for the day. But remember, the SR flip was also somewhere here. That was the SR flip.
Yeah.
The only thing
the one which I took there.
Yeah, so the only thing that I did here, this one was almost Frankfurt. I took this one, and I waited for 3:30. I took again this one. That is the best time that I always normally trade during the London time. Yeah. So when I come back, I end up realizing market was already done all this and dropped so crazy. So my plan now was, okay, let's say if you want to catch all this movement, what are you gonna do? Remember, the things that I most of the time I look at is, if market can give me something like this, we run this liquidity, we come back, we break structure, we create another liquidity, then we come to run this liquidity. So this is where I'm gonna focus for me to be able to do to catch the entry. Either it's gonna be the QML, or if there is any decision point somewhere there, and this is what I'm gonna use for me to take the entry. This is what I end up seeing. Because if we check this area, you see here, there was a liquidity. Market ran that liquidity. Let me zoom. It was also a perfect entry, like, okay, for scalp, because market took liquidity and market break structure to the upside in this cycle to go to the upside. So now this was the zone that they leave it, like a zone where they could come
and that entry below.
Yeah. So there could be an area where market could come and react. If you check here, they react from this one, close, we have liquidity, they react. And they come, then I end up seeing all this. This was like a sort of liquidity that was resting all this time. Because you know how many people they've been buying, let's say when it touch here, they start buying. But at the same time, the only thing also we could like do if we are focusing is we need to mark our structure to understand what is the last point. And this is where most of the people, they make a mistake, because you don't understand what is happening in terms of structure, in terms of liquidity. If you understand in terms of structure, you know that this was the last higher low that give us this higher high, because this is the area that mitigate the SR flip. Then markets come and break it. This one is the one that break this area. So when you are buying, let's say you are buying from here, when markets come here, you are buying from here, you need to know where you have to exit. What is going to be your target? Then I end up seeing this area has to be my target, the area. So you are buying from here and your target is here. But where is the liquidity for them to make that zone valid? All this. You see all this stuff, the one that is here. That was also another liquidity, because I remember you took the entry from here. And if you want to, let's say someone could catch another movement, this could be again a perfect entry. Because
that one was risk-free.
Because the first entry that you could be able to catch was this one from the SR flip as the higher risk trade. Because all the entry I took here was like 6 pips. You know, imagine all the entry I took. This one was like 6 pips. Did not even go too many pips, because it was a refine. I think it was 6 pips somewhere here. That is the entry I took here. It was 6 pips. Now imagine, okay, I took this one, you took this one, then market come down here again, like let's say if you want to scalp again, maybe to trade the correction, because here we have a liquidity and market is already...
It did.
Okay.
It did the same scenario.
Yeah, market is already break structure, and check again the same thing that I normally look. We grab liquidity to the upside, then we break the same thing, the higher low that produced this higher high. So you're
Yeah.
expecting when you are
Yeah.
buying from here, your exit is gonna be somewhere here. This is gonna be your exit.
Yeah.
And imagine like if you have more confidence, because something, okay, this is unset, but if you have that higher confidence, you know what you're applying in the market. It's the same logic. I check again here. You see this one, we break, because here already we already grab liquidity.
Yeah.
This one grab liquidity, it come down and break this area. Then
Break
we created this liquidity, the one that is inside there. You see, we can use this one or this one. Was trying to return there. If you go to 30 seconds, you're gonna see. This one also could be a perfect entry that someone maybe can use. Let's say you are saying I'm using that one. Because it respects our logic.
My bro.
Yeah.
My bro.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, you just put it the way it was, yeah. Like on that one, on my side, I could have failed. I don't want to lie, Malumene.
Okay.
Could have failed taking that trade. You know why? Because price was pushing to the upside. Then, okay, I will be thinking, okay, oh yeah, this is liquidity, I understand, but there is the last imbalance. Let's say what I was like.
Yeah, to look at that one there.
Yeah, I would have lose that one thinking maybe they will push much higher because there's this imbalance.
But if you check,
but failing to understand that this is high liquidity.
Yeah, if you check here, bro, do you see? Check something here. Let me mark a zone here. This is what you're supposed to be looking. Do you see this manipulation that's happening here? You see the way they manipulate this low.
Yeah, I get you, but yeah.
Then they return back to come and test the zone.
But yeah, but if you can check there, like it would have been like a missed trade on me because I would have.
Yeah, I know your style of trading. You will try to see that imbalance up there because this other one you consider it as FTR.
To understand the logic.
Yeah.
But failing to understand the logic that you are telling me here, you can continue with purpose.
Yeah. So again, here could be a perfect entry. Remember when we have this reduced risk, then we need the continuation trade. This was a perfect one. You see that zone there?
Yeah.
This one was also a nice perfect entry. Imagine if you have that higher confidence. Same story. Happen again here. Same scenario. You could take again another
same story.
Same story. Now the problem here become now a target. What is the target? This is why we need to target that Monday low. Where me I've been I've been buying from it. Because
man,
you know
I love there's this other guy who bought, and I told him on Monday that this low is going to be taken out. He said to me, "You're lying, this thing will push to the upside." I just kept quiet.
Because if you remember, I bought here, my first entry, then I close it here. I bought again this area, I closed this entry from here.
It was very nice, man.
Here also I scalp again. I scalp again a buy here. From this area.
Where?
This area.
Where did you scalp it?
No. I scalp from this one. This one. Not there.
Yeah.
I scalp this one. Yes, I scalp all of them. Here I scalp, it went up. Then the next candlestick, when before this one closed, I closed all my position. Then when this one opened, I took the entry again from here. I took an entry here again.
Then like, just imagine how many trades did you go this week, man? So
bro, I took so many trades. If you see my, if I send you a screenshot, you laugh, man. You know, like I used to open a position, maybe sometimes 7 position a day, 8 position a day. London, I opened like maybe 10 of them. New York, and all of them are just high probability. This week, man, was so far the amazing week. I didn't lose a trade for this week, man. Some of them I hit a stop loss, not like closing a day with a loss, man. No, I didn't close any day with a loss.
Like 98%.
98%, man, I win. I'm gonna send you a screenshot from how much I started this week and how much I made. You see. So you see, the things is that I made my decision for this week. You know what? I'm gonna look only on the indices and let me see what is going to happen. But check. So when I took this entry, it went with me up until this area. When I see this new candlestick start opening, you see this one, then I say, let me just close my trade. Then I end up closing my trade. Then it goes all the way. But since it was almost at night and I see it Friday, why stressing myself trying to look for trade again? So yeah, this is why, you know, sometimes you can have a nice week, then you end up making a very big mistake on let's say
mistake.
So this is what I was trying. I think,
but I like the cycle, where like how the cycle played out, man, this week.
Yeah. This week was
I like it, man.
Was amazing week that you never gonna know, man. I was happy for this week, you know. Like most of the trade I took was just playing, you know.
If you can check, it started when, like, okay, for sure, like Friday was somewhere, somewhere. Friday was somewhere. Friday and Monday somewhere. You see how they played.
Yeah.
The trade which you took, the target was Monday and Friday high. After that, where is the liquidity?
Yeah.
Liquidity, those who bought here. So like if you can check, like zero wins, like for people like who like to hold trades. Like just imagine you sold from Friday and hold Monday, Monday, you hold, then check what happened. Wednesday, kicked out. Then Thursday again, kicked. Then those who bought here, kicked. Who is the winner? The market makers.
The market makers, man.
You see, that's what they're doing, man. That's how I understand the cycle nowadays. Like, I look if that's why I'm checking Monday.
No, remember the intention, like every single week they have the intention of saying, okay, we wanna maybe sell, but before we sell, we need first to take everyone from the buy side. Then from there, only the clever one, they are the one that is gonna trade with them. Let me show you this entry I took here, and I took another one from here. Let me show you those entries. Okay, this one was.
And you must keep those screenshots, man.
Yeah, I follow all of the screenshots.
Must keep them in a safe place.
Let me show you.
There's this other app of Apple, man. I don't know, Notions.
Yeah, I have it. You see this one? This was the first one. I scaled this one from here to go to the upside. Then, this is because what happened here, I just apply something from Mike Douglas. Where is where is the liquidity? I know how many people they're gonna come and try to buy here, so I buy with them. When they wanna buy, I also buy with them. Then I know when to exit. And the last one was this one. I took entry. This is from this area. So after they ran this low, when it start pulling back, then I jump from here. So it went with me.
What time was that one?
This one was 9. Before the 9 they drop. So then I took here. I went with it to the upside. This one also. Try if you can check on my picture here. You see what happened. You see, after this one they open. Then I realized this one start going to the downside. And I say, you know what? Let me close it. So I end up closing. And if you check, let's say example on this picture. Someone could even fail to take an entry from here. Why? They'll say market is going to come back to this block. You see those kind of stuff. So this is why you need to, let's say, react to the market. And after that, there was also this trade that I took. This was GBP USD. You see, this was GBP USD.
That one, the one which I also took.
This one will snipe it, man. This one was a very fucking sniper. So then I took also gold. So let me now go to gold and GBP USD. Because Nasdaq.
That one I didn't check it this week, man.
Yeah, Nasdaq me I didn't check because I failed to check this one. So let me go to gold.
Let's check gold, man.
Yeah, this was my gold.
This one I didn't check it. You can break it down, Malum.
So this was my gold. And what happened to my gold here? Like remember from the previous, like Monday, I took this area. I think on the 12th, I took this entry. I was targeting this high. This was my higher point that I was targeting. If you remember from even from the previous video, I did explain these things. Let me.
Can I take this call, Malume?
Sup, man.
Hello? Hey. Forget about it. Oh, no, it's one name. So I will account computer level.
And meet yourself, because this video is gonna go to YouTube. They will hear your secret. Sorry guys, we're gonna continue with the video. Just bear with us. We are trying to share something that is amazing, like the way we view the trade, like every single day. So what's up guys, just bear with us. Let me wait for my brother to come back, because we are trying to do the breakdown of all this stuff. Okay, so let me check for that picture. I think it was this one. Where is it? Where is it? I'm sure I did explain this on the previous video. Let me check what is the previous video, because I remember I did explain. All we need is I did explain on the previous video. What is the video on this one? So come back to my YouTube channel. So you need to make sure you just come back to this video, because I did explain somewhere here. And what I was looking on the USA NASDAQ and USA 30, because I explained on all this video. This was NASDAQ, because I remember. I'm looking for gold, because I want to explain to you guys gold. What happened in gold? What is it? This was USA 30. When it is sniped there. Okay, this was gold. Same logic, same topic. Let me show you guys where. And where there was a TP, like, because I remember I did explain these things. What is my position? What is the TP? My position from yesterday. So anyway, guys, you know, I know you trust me. I'm not gonna come here and bullshit you guys that I took this entry and I did not take the entry. So this is the same logic that I was looking at from this area. I did not take a snipe entry, but I wanted to see a. Yeah, if you can check here, this was the level that I was looking at as a TP. And the area, the zone was there, as you can check.
I'm back, Malume.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to show, like on the previous video. Do you remember on the previous video what I said about this area? That is gonna be my TP zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what ended up happening. Then when I saw market get on this area, I missed this trade, because remember I told you I was outside. So I missed this trade. Then I end up doing something like this. I saw this QMTR. You see, I saw this QMTR. Then what I tell myself, like, okay, there is this QMTR. What can I do? You see, we have support, 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 lower low. Then we have another support, market break, and create this zone. So this, this was the perfect zone for someone to do what? To take the entry. But on my broker, my trade opened somewhere here. This is where my broker opened my trade.
Okay.
And also because I waited for confirmation. I did not just take it blindly of saying, no, because I know it's a QMTR, market is going to work, let me take the trade. No. Since market...
Like a raging bull.
Yeah, since market gets... Yes, I know the QMTR could hold, but my doubt was because I'm going to show you on the other time frame. You see there was like a block somewhere here. Then I end up telling myself, maybe he's going to use that one. Okay, let me see what is going to happen. Then I end up seeing market break this low. Then there's this decision point. If you check on H1, I think M30, M15, you see there is also a proper block here. And this is why I took my entry. Straight from there, then market just goes with me until the downside. It was amazing, that entry. So this was the simple, like, I'll take the entry. But in terms of, let's say, if you wanted to to take snipe entry. It's the same logic, my bro. Liquidity, BOS, and we grab liquidity on top. And this area will be the perfect zone for you to be able, let's say, start from here. Will be the perfect entry for you to be able to catch the movement. Because if we go to M5, yeah, the ident base, I think it was M5, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was M15. Do you see this block? So according to me, there was no precision on this one. I know people, they trade block, they'll do something like this. This is what they'll say, okay, market getting there. Then they look for the 50%, maybe sometimes, for them to come and catch the movement. So to avoid all those things, and most of special also, what I've been looking at was when I look at M15, do you see this area? Like, okay, that area could be the zone that is going to hold my price. Then I end up saying, you know what, market can do whatever it wants, because there I was already like having so many ways of looking at the market. How can I take the entry? Then I tell myself, you know what, let me just wait for break of structure, get a confirmation. If it goes without me, then I'm okay. Then risking, because this one was like, let's say if you took the entry from here and the stop loss on top, that was already like 25 pips. Yes, I know sometimes we can use 30, but like these days I've already disciplined myself from gold. It's either it's gonna start from 5 pips to 10. If it goes more, maybe it's 15 pips. That is gonna be the stuff that I'm gonna look at. And this is what I did. So I end up just looking in terms of low time frame. Then I took the entry from there. Do you see, even on low time frame? But if you use again M1 here, you could even sometimes not even taking this trade, because you end up asking yourself another question. But as long as market can give you what you always look. And if you check here, you see what is happening. We're gonna say here we have, let's say, the QML level. But in terms of looking in structure, you know that this was the last higher low that gives the higher, then market break it. So where is the level where market could come? Because there is this IPA stuff.
Yeah, I see. Sort of same, like if for sure if it was 30 seconds, because you see that week there. Same like a QMTR.
Yes.
Because there is a week that
there is a week that is there, the one that manipulates that
then
flow.
they push to the downside without mitigating that level.
So this one could also be a perfect entry, because my entry was here. After having all confusion from where to take the entry on the sniper, then I end up saying, you know what, let me just wait for market to break structure and come back. Because after they break this one, then I say, let them come back. And this area, you see the way they fill all this area. Let's say, because I was looking at it in terms of M15 and other stuff. This one could be a perfect entry, because they come and fill that order, the one that was resting here. Do you see this one?
It was clean, Malu.
Yeah, it was clean. And check also this one. Remember, there was a chart that last time I think I did share this one, was if this one failed to take demand, then the order on top is gonna be the one that is going to hold the price. If you remember. And here you could just check where is gonna be a decision point that maybe sometimes you could use. Then you could take the perfect entry from this one to come to the downside. So this is what I look at in terms of gold and GBP USD. That one, man, to be honest with you, I think I jump.
Malu, man?
I'm saying on GBP USD, I think I jump. But what I saw on GBP USD, I think after I saw your entry, if I'm not mistaken, after I saw your entry, then I tell myself, you say what, you know what? I end up analyzing. Let me tell you what I did. So I see this area.
Yeah.
Plus we have the Asian range, and this was the candlestick, the one that was on top. I think this is where I think, and Alchemist took the entry. I saw you and Alchemist. And these are the guys.
Because I think I went to M3, if I'm not mistaken, inside that H1, because you see that week before that it didn't base below that OB day.
Yeah.
That's another liquidity.
So this is what you guys, I think this is what you did. Yeah, because...
Yeah, I went to M3, to M3.
I saw you took the entry, a snipe from here. Then me, what I said to myself was, let me wait. When I come to the market, because I remember you took the entry somewhere here. When I come to the market, now I start looking at these things. I start asking myself a question, where can I take the entry? So I saw, okay, there is this low.
Yeah.
I say, if I want to wait for this low, if this low is not going to hold, so this one I'm going to refine my entry, and this area is going to be my area. But when they print this candlestick, because when they print this candlestick, it's buy first, then it come, like sell, then close. On the next one that's open, I say, you know what, let me just use the candlestick pattern. I use the candlestick pattern because I saw this one engulf the previous one. Do you see the way they grabbed this low here?
Yeah, I see.
So this one engulfed the previous one. When the next one opened, it's open somewhere here. Then me, I jump. It went up with me, then come down. Then you know what I say? I'm holding my trade. You can do whatever you want. I'm just holding my trade. This is what I did yesterday. So on this one,
even the second one at that break of structure, it was very nice.
Yeah, this one also was very, because this candlestick was the one that caused the manipulation. And why market hold this one? Because it was an engulf candlestick. They engulfed the previous one.
Those phantom guys call it is flip. Is flip.
Supply and demand flip, yeah, something like that.
Yes, flip. Demand flip.
Yeah. So this is what I did yesterday. I took, but I know if I was just focusing on it, I could catch us again this entry from here. But I did not take this other entry for me to come to the downside with it.
Yeah.
You see, the only thing that and my target was, first target is this area, but I'm looking, there is a lot of liquidity of it, because
can you please return them, Malum, again?
Okay, let me go back again. Okay. Hello?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Like I was saying, okay, can you please go to, because I want to see the PA inside that flip, DS flip.
This one?
That breaker there.
Okay.
Yeah, that break. Just go to M3 or M1. I want to see that PA that mitigated that thing there.
There's a hidden base. Sorry.
Because I see that high manipulation there, man.
You see these things of what you call the basic no, it was here already.
Yeah.
Because here they manipulate.
Because I wanted to see the structure. The structure they created here. Yeah.
And then they push more to the upside. And this one was a perfect. Imagine if you could catch this movement. You catch this one with 100 lots and the stop loss above. That is 5 pips. 5 pips is enough, man.
Like, meaning you can hold like round about 2 trades in a row.
Yeah.
2 sets of trades. Yeah.
Remember, this is what I was telling you, I think, before yesterday. Yes, I know I can take all this trade. Let's say market react, then I take this trade. As long as they respect what I'm looking at the market. But the objective that I'm looking in the market is not sometimes to opposite the market.
Yeah, because like even
I want to try to catch all this, the continuation. Imagine, let's say if you are taking the opposite direction, but you need to be aware of what you are doing. If you are not aware of what you are doing, in the end, you try to forget even the big picture. You even miss the big movement of what is going to happen. Because even if I wanted to take, let's say if we trade at night, this one was a perfect entry to take. We take this one, market break, return, we'll take again this one. But you need to understand that we have already the major break of structure. They break this area because this was your range. They break it. Then you look where there is liquidity and where are you going to take your entry. So this one, they run this liquidity. This could be a perfect thing. So you are buying from here to exit here. Now the big confusion is that now people, they start believing because I've already buy here, market has to run this high. All these ideas, they are coming, but you don't understand what you are doing next. Market drop, then you start asking yourself a question. Like yesterday on USA 30, I end up regretting a lot because this was my USA 30. I knew market's supposed to come and hold from this area. I knew that. But because of trying to be very early in the market, I collect only maybe, let's say, 200 pips. Example, 200 pips from the entry. And this one also, I was waiting, if you can check here. I was waiting for me to sell here. When I saw market get here, before my zone and sold, I go in the public group. I said what? I'm not going to sell again from this one because this area is going to be a liquidity. There was another person who wanted to sell from here. I told him, this area of yours is going to be liquidity. Then check what market did. Market create all this area, liquidity, then give me my zone. And if I check here, this is your stuff. Your stuff, Papa.
That's a wake off, man.
Check this pin.
That's a wake off. After that pin there, I'm entering.
You see, pin, then they come to the downside. So when I collect this entry, my only worry was, if I could collect this entry here, man, let me show you how many pips it went from that entry. From that entry, man. You know, this is USA State. And if you remember, even on my video, this area was remaining just there where they sold. It was just there. Imagine, man, 500, 600 pips.
Yo.
600 pips. You know, USA State can move, man. 600 pips it went. Now, that is only one thing that, you know, even if the way I was playing, like I know, me, I was buying, you have been selling. I don't know what's come to your mindset. You change now your view. Now you join the sell.
Which one, Malum?
I'm saying yesterday, because every time when I sell, you just bought. I sell, you bought. Then I see next time you come with a sell. I say, what the fuck is this guy? Now he forget to buy. He's joining now the sell gang.
Man, I was watching that SR flip above.
Yeah. So
and the intention was not. So I said, no, I'm gonna wait for it till it feels that intentions. Then I will sell it. Then let it go.
Yeah. So that is
because there were a lot of orders inside that level.
If you check here, if you just put your line, just your line. From this, we go to line chart. Go to line chart.
Exactly.
This was a strong low. This one, a strong low.
Sort of QMTR again.
Yeah. Then if you check here, it was another sort of QMTR. If you check again, you see they come there. Let me just remove all this crap story. So I put the line there so that you can see. You see, support. Then they did the manipulation. This zone was a higher probability zone because of this SSR. Because there was no what you call a resistance.
Yeah.
There was no resistance in this zone, but this is what they try to come and create now. Create a resistance. Then since they are done, now the target, if they are coming back to this area, if they don't respect, let's say, this zone, if they don't hold from this area, the target is for them to run this eye. Then they'll trade above.
Yeah.
You see those kind of stuff. But this one was perfect. And my uncle is gonna say, how do you call it? That 50% of you guys, encroachment or
consequent encroachment.
The 50%. Then you look for the 50% there. This is where you are going to do it, to look for a sell. If you don't open,
it's aligned. It's aligned with that QMTR.
Yeah. So this one was a perfect, because if you check here, we have support left, a right, left. The body is the one that is more important, because if you go to line chart, you understand that, okay, this is what was happening. This is like lower low. Then market break, market has to return. Then we look for a cycle. What is happening?
And it was very powerful, Malum, because one other thing, if you can check, this was the pump, ne? Pump. Then they push to the upside, taking this liquidity. On coming back, they failed to respect this.
They failed to hold from there.
So this level of yours was high probability.
And I saw this level since when was that again? If you check on the other video, because I did explain also that one. Now imagine, bro, right now, what they're gonna do, if they break this eye, I'm going to buy from this zone. But The first level I'm gonna watch is gonna be this area. You see this one?
Yeah.
That is gonna be the first level I'm going to watch.